Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to our usual weekly AMA. Zeus, are you ready
I
to
am
rumble?
ready. I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so we actually have already someone waiting for a question. Just give us 2 minutes and we'll get to you, Plato. First off, like I said, this AMA will have two raffles at the end. One of them to draw the first three lucky winners or worthy winners of the Zili, and then two extra winners from the Zili, which is normally how we do our sprints. And we also have some updates. Unfortunately, the update you guys wanted right now is the one I can't give you, which is if the arena is already fixed. No, it's still going to be slightly slow. Apparently, we've been trying to reach the support from the service I mentioned, but yeah, we kind of expected that it was going to take a while for them to get back to us. As soon as we have something, we will get back to you a lot and inform you about that. In the meantime, in terms of updates, for those that missed the devlog, we do have a couple of news about things that are to come or updates that have happened in the game for the season 2. So if you're curious, give a quick hop to the devlog and check out what's upcoming. This week is the first week we do have some stats of what happened the passing week, and the plan is for every week from now on to be like that. There was already someone that asked if we could actually add an extra stat to it. I don't think that'll be an issue. Actually, with the meantime, with the problem in the arena, I kind of forgot to ask the dev, but I'll check with him after this. But we can add the extra stat, which is how many players actually entered, and we can add that one. And the plan is basically to every week to show you the stats of what's going on. So it actually gives you an idea of how much the platform is growing or being stable, and also fits into our logic of being as transparent as we can with you guys. And following that logic, we finally have something that you guys asked 2 weeks ago, and we unfortunately didn't have it last week for the previous AMA, but we have it this week, which is the accurate number of tokens being staked and how many tokens have been gained by staking as well. Um, right now, if you haven't been there yet, if you go to the dashboard, you'll see the numbers on top signing up as millions. But then if you have your mouse, or if you have it with your finger, if you're on a mobile, the exact number will pop up, and you'll be able to see down to the unit how many MKs are being staked at the moment and how many MKs have been claimed as rewards so far to that moment. Okay. And I think that's it. Zeus, correct me if I forgot anything from this week. There's quite a lot of things though. I know, so I said this was going to be short, but just the intro was another 5 minutes already.
Yeah, no, that all looks good and sounds good. And then, yeah, I guess I can give a quick little update about the Telegram group that formed and kind of go over, what we have been talking about, what we're gonna work towards planning and putting out. So we had 5 members of the community come and join. Don certainly Don Corleone. I'm sorry, Hermes, and Lukey
Good
Mill.
job. You managed to cut yourself.
Right.
So
Yeah,
points for
I
that.
butchered that last week like a sirloin steak, and yeah, I had it at. I deserved that. But yeah, so we had 5 members join, and so far we've just been talking, kind of just flowing around ideas and everything. I'm putting together a doc in the background. Last few days, I had started, but had a lot of personal things going on. The next few days moving forward, I've got a good amount of time. I'm going to kind of formulate, all the different ideas we've been throwing out into different actionable plans. We've been talking a lot about different article generation tactics and how that works around SEO optimization due to the length and bulk of what articles can do for the Google SEO engines to start throwing us around. And then also we've talked about places where we might be missing a huge audiences, right? So Reddit has always been a pretty solid place if you know how to do it right and know how to send raids in that direction to make sure that you're getting the amount of upvotes necessary to kind of gain the eyesight and attraction. Back in the day, I'd found quite a bit of projects through Reddit, different sites like Crypto Moonshots, etc. Actually, last night I was talking with a good old friend from the gym who had made it pretty well and successful within crypto, got into Bitcoin back when it was like 15K, cashed out in the last couple months, I think. But anyway, he's going to be sending me a couple recommendations he has as well around sites that he feels have a huge audience base ready to invest for gems that are low market caps. So yeah, we're going to just formulate all these different plans, and then day to day, as we're rating or this or that, we can have the top of the cream of the crop, you know plan that we put together on where we should be focusing our time, energy, and attention for everyone that's willing and able to engage. But yeah, no, we're rocking. I appreciate all you guys. Hermes is a superhero. I think he sleeps about 2 hours a day. Um, so yeah, everyone that's been helping, amazing. And I do believe it's all gonna come together and align really well, with the market balancing out and everything just formulating into the summer. And I think we're gonna have a good lift off. So let's just keep aligning for that and preparing, and this group's gonna, start flowing around and putting the plans into action. So
Okay. In the meantime, apparently the person we had with a hand raised seems to have left. At least I can't see their name in the crowd. So in that case, we shall start with the previously written questions. This week, exceptionally, because it was a bit of a tricky question and we did have to do some research, because normally what I do is like just have a look as you guys post the questions in case there's something that we can immediately answer, so not leave it just for the AMA. We did have to do research for one question, which was who does those wallets belong to. So I'll pop it into the written chat, this image, and I shall read the question for you guys who haven't seen it understand. Hi team, I have a question about the two top wallets. So wallet 3 and wallet 6 are the burning wallets. That is correct. I can confirm that part. Wallet 4 and wallet 7, is there information about these wallets? Are these wallets to burn for burns to in the future, because the amount from these wallets are nearly the same as the two burn wallets? And if they are not burn wallets, is there more information about these two wallets? Maybe they are from the team or something else. Okay, so answering these in bits. The number 6 is the burn wallet CEH, by the way. So answering the question, so wallet number, sorry, let me just go to my notes. Even with two screens is never enough. So wallet 4 is the remaining tokens from the pre-sale, so the ones that never got claimed. Yep, so never got bought. So those will eventually be burned. We are keeping those to burn in a more strategic way. We did the first burn, and it's going to be more like we are promised. Wallet 7, not sure if it's a good news or bad news. I'll let you guys decide. Actually, does not belong to any one of the team in any way. It's actually a whale. But because we weren't happy with just saying, oh, this isn't our wallet, we actually did a bit of digging and we discovered this. Just send it with the wrong account. Never mind that. That's my recording account. Now you know. That is the whale account that does not belong to any of us. Is someone that actually bought all those tokens. So far, they haven't sold them. They actually have those tokens for a while. But yeah, we have no idea who it is apart from this information we found in an article before. Let's see what happens. But it's good. It's a good thing that we actually have a whale that has these tokens for a while, so they seem to have some interest in us. It's not just it hasn't been just selling it in the second they got it. Okay, I think that answers the question. Unless Zeus wants to add anything else.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at anything, right? But I mean, the fact that this person even found us, right? And then also, saw our potential, probably is part of massive megalodon groups. I mean, there's always going to be whales in every project that's worthwhile. Some of them come around to splash around and see what they can do. And obviously, when you're throwing massive amounts of money at something, 50 grand or whatever, even at two times, how much did you just make, right? So they don't have to, wait like the rest of us, the base of projects. But if they see the potential, obviously he sees the potential, or she or whatever, and they're sticking around. That's a good sign to me. And then I've been a part of projects with megalodon whales, and if you can just try to reel them into the long-term vision as good as possible, and maybe even touch their heartstrings or whatever. At the end of the day, we're all human, and everyone has made it to different levels of success in this world. And I've been a part of projects where there's whales that even we started a charity giving club for the lower bag holders of the project that are doing this or that, or engaging so effectively or whatever, right? So there's always ways to, reel in the people that are at the top, right? And I think that's at large what crypto is just like all of us regular folk, right? That came into this world, doing the best we can with the opportunities to invest how we can. And yeah, I mean, I think, let's just keep rocking this, doing our best and see what we can do to align this person, reel them in, and be creative.
I like the logic that someone says that the whale needs to stake that huge amount of MK, or even better, gamble it all in the arena, all in spot. That could either be really epic to see, or really scary, to be honest. Not even sure if the betting system would allow such what high quantity. I think there's actually an upper limit precisely to avoid anyone doing like these massive bets by accident. So this would probably go over that. Anyway, back to the questions. Question number two. Uh, how many MK tokens were allocated to the arena pool at the beginning of season one, and how many MK tokens are currently in the arena pool? From estimates, House is making godly profits from wagering, as previously mentioned in an AMA. Profits from arena stays inside the arena, so they are in the way out. I do not have the exact number. I can check with Matt or the devs. But you can actually see from this week's devlog that it kind of balances itself out. So the amount that gets used in bets and the amount that's paid actually gets kind of recycled with the amount that gets lost in bets, so to speak. Not sure if I was very clear with this logic. But I can, like I said, I can talk with Matt and the devs and give you guys a more accurate number. I don't have it here at hand, and I don't think you don't have it there with you as well, I'm assuming.
I do not know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I said, basically it seems so far from what we've seen, from the numbers I've seen, and the this week devs log actually confirms that it more or less balances itself. The amount that gets paid and the amount that we get paid from the bets that you guys lose, or that everyone loses, is more or less the same. So unless something changes dramatically with the future seasons, so far it seems to be well balanced in the way that it was planned to be. Okay, next question. I was just checking if there was anyone else. Okay, so I'm heavily invested in MK from the pre-sale. Season 1, the A integration was nothing more than text. The text generation is AI apparently, but it gets it wrong sometimes. And it's not linked to anything in outcomes-wise. So it's just Muzak. Muzak. I didn't even correct this one because I thought it was so cute. It's Muzak for the eyes while waiting for a roughly 0.575 spread to move money between two wallets. I'm not disagreeing with you. So far, it is correct. The AI is mainly for the text. Now, with the release of Season 2, can we expect something much more interactive, animated, and the like? From my understanding, the Polygon network has far more advanced gaming. Okay, let's just reply to this one. I'm just going to give my little comment on this. Yes, Season 1 is, as you guys saw, the most simplistic one. Basically, the AI is being used for the text. For season two, we are indeed going to have more interactive, more animated. Can't give you too much because otherwise Matt would kill me. Um, the AI there will have a much more bigger part, let's put it that way. Um, and yes, Polygon Network has far more advanced gaming, but that has been the case for many years now. Polygon was always very invested in the gaming side. Many projects basically decided to go for Polygon. We had our reasons. If you go and check previous AMAs, Matt does explain why we decided to go for the ETH network instead of Polygon. Um, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can say. Not sure if Zeus wants to add
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, no, great, start to it. And then, yeah, I'm not sure who asked that question, but yeah, there is updates. There is going to be enhancements to the game, and it is going to look and feel and be better. So like whenever you're dealing with anything that you're selling, right? Whether, obviously crypto coin project, real estate, whatever it is, what are you doing, right? You're selling a lot more than just the product. You're selling the vision of it, right? So if you're selling a house, you're selling what it means to be a homeowner, right? What it means to be able to build and grow and, to have a family, whatever. In a crypto project, it's like a dancing act, right? So like between expectations and delivery, right? So like you can't just, we can't just do the full shebang bang for season two. It's more of a slow roll dance, right? And like and what that entails with the build up, the excitement, the alignment of the vision and where we're going, right? So like to build something big, to build something great, you have to kind of do it in, certain ways. And obviously the market has big impacts on, how plans play out. But yeah, there's going to be enhancements. It's going to be better. And for anyone that, sticking with us and fighting it out, I've seen the fruits of labor and, it's worthwhile. So I would say let's just keep rocking it. It is going to enhance, and then there's going to be another stage of enhancement, right? And another stage. And like when you grow and grow, and as we, slowly get more community members mixed with, grassroots community engagement, community action, and that shows the energy, the heart, the pulse, the blood, and then the background, right? The professional people we have with all these different SEO, skill sets and content, generation machines, etc. Just and how that all plays together. But yeah, for the long-term plan of like anything that's going to be big, it's a dance, and Matt's a pretty, genius CEO, as Hermes would probably say, anytime you're working for a GigaBrain CEO, they can be a little eccentric. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's got this, and I think with the market balancing and shifting upwards, I think we're gonna have the right timing to align with all the plans. So yeah.
I don't think Matt has enough money to be called eccentric. He
Right.
still has to
No,
work a
not
few more
yet.
years.
But yeah,
We could just call him crazy. He does some crazy stuff. No, but like
yeah.
Zeus says, he does have a vision, and that vision is forming. We actually are uh, going in the path that was planned, which is actually quite cool to see. And we really hope to share this experience with you. And as usual, we want to thank everyone for the trust that you've been putting in the project and in the team. So normally I don't say who asked the question, because if you guys want to show up in the chat, you can say this is my question. It's fine. In this case, I'm going to make an exception because this is Meme Boy and he's in the future already because he's in Australia. So he actually dropped this question and he added a note saying I won't be there because by the time the AMA is happening, it's already 2 a.m. So he's already on tomorrow. So I'll say hi, Meme Boy from the past because he did tell me he was going to watch this on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna skip Peg's question because that's already answered. And it's Peg. Come on, no one's gonna answer Peg. Love you. Question. Oh, three questions actually from someone else. Will the team postpone season two launch when the market? Sorry. Will the team postpone season two launch when the market stays in an ugly conditions, or is the market situation a factor for launch in general? Um, Unless I'm missing something, I do not believe the market conditions would affect anything in terms of game launch. It might affect the way we do the marketing, but in terms of the game itself, that would not be affected. Right, Zeus?
Correct. 100%. Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing I know of around, postponing for market conditions or anything. Obviously, it does not ever hurt when you have favorable market conditions, but we're rolling forward and we're going forward. But yeah, as Hermie said, we do adjust and adapt based on market conditions and sentiment versus and also like even where the best places to reach people is at certain times, right? But yeah, we're still moving forward.
Because if knock on wood, if the market all of a sudden goes bad, we're obviously not going to spend a fortune in marketing just to try and find it when everything is going down. But obviously, if the market stays stable or is on or has another boost, then obviously we can market heavily based on that. So, repeating, game launch will not be affected by the market conditions. The marketing side might be affected. Might. Question number two from the same person. Are there any plans for multi-chain or layer 2 Ethereum? Zeus, any idea on this? I don't think so. At least I haven't seen anything in any docs
Yeah,
or heard anyone saying about it.
yeah, no concrete plans on this that I know of, but I know Matt, is fully capable of, getting us to, either one of those. So we will see. I trust his vision and his, way of reading, the market and how he, like I said, creates the dance, right? So I guess we'll see. And if I find out anything and or he's on one of these AMAs and this comes up again, we can explore it. But yeah, nothing set in stone as of now. Um, but I know it's in his wheelhouse of uh, possible. So yeah.
Uh, Okay, so what I'll do is I'll keep this question for the next AMA when Matt is present. So just that doesn't get. I mean, I can ask him before the next AMA, obviously, and I can answer directly this person about it. But we'll repeat it on next AMA. As far as we know, unless I mean, the team sometimes there are things which aren't our area, so we're not 100% sure on that. But as far as we know, currently there aren't any active plans to do this. But like Zeus says, there's always a possibility of happening. And then for the last question is, are there new games planned for season 3, like for example any type of racing or games with direct user interaction? Do you want to answer that one, Zeus?
I was slurping on a drink. So what was the exact question?
Sorry. So the question is, are there any new games planned for season? I'll let you finish slurping on your drink. Are there
Oh
any
no,
new games planned for season 3, like for example, any type of racing or games with direct user interaction? So I do believe that we answered something similar to this. I'm not sure if it was the last AMA or if it was the AMA before. And Matt did mention that yes, there is some plans to do some unique things. Yes, there are plans for user controlled games as well. So it's not going to be everything like we have now, where it's kind of automatic. Um, but I don't think at the moment there's anything that we can reveal because the main focus right now is season 2, and that's what we are aiming for. Correct?
solid. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. And then yeah, if that question comes up again when Matt's in here, we'll see what comes about from him giving tidbits. But yeah, that's solid.
See, guys, I'm trying to make Zeus talk because I don't know if Zeus has looked into the chat, but they've been telling that they've been learning lots of new words with you, so they clearly enjoy when you speak. So I'm giving you the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I do have I guess an interesting vocabulary sometimes, and we don't know where we pick up everything, right? I mean, like depending on how many years everyone in here has under their belts and all the different combination of experiences and people we've met that something they said stuck with us or something we heard, something we read. But yeah, I definitely have been told that a lot, that I use interesting phrases and words, and sometimes I don't even really fully remember where I picked them up. But and Matt's the same way. Matt is a, vocabulary guru, I mean, like, so he's always using words where I'm just Googling real quick. I'm just like, what's the true meaning of that? But yeah.
Uh, okay. Next question. Every time I clicked up, of course, this went crazy. Okay. What kind of evolution can we expect in season 2? The current game, will it get animation updates and new features, or will we have a complete new game with betting options besides the current one? Because in the last AMA, it was said that it will continuously evolve and it will be more like an app which contains multiple games. And the before ones, I mean, I'm guessing they mean the past ones from other seasons, won't be trashed out. Yes, so that is correct. So what was mentioned in the last AMA is just because there's a season 2 doesn't mean the content from season 1 disappears. So it does still carry on existing. The vision that was mentioned at the time is we basically will carry on expanding, and instead of just having one game, we'll end up creating a platform with different kinds of games and different kinds of gameplay. The current game might not, will definitely get some animation updates. It won't be anything extraordinary because, like Matt mentioned last time, our main focus at the moment is season 2 and improving what we already have created for season 2 before we launch it for you guys. But it doesn't mean we can't do updates for it. In terms of new features, probably not so much, because the idea of the new features is mainly for the new seasons. So what happens with the previous seasons is more in terms of improvements in performance or small details, but not so much adding new features to it. And in terms for the question of will we have a new game betting option besides the current one, season 2 will still be based on an one-on-one battle system. So the betting options will still exist in betting which side was going to win, but I can't tell you much more beyond that part because, like I said, there are things that I'm not allowed to speak, especially in AMAs. If someone spills the tea, then it's going to be Matt, not me.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Matt will have us, he'll pull the sword out. He won't hurt us, but he'll install the fear, because he's running the dance, he's running the pony show. And but yeah, there's different things being, fully vetted and explored and tested out for, what's doable, right? And like, so there is possible. Yeah, we'll let Matt talk on that question. Yeah.
This is funny because it's like the stuff that we kind of know, but at the same time we can't tell you. Yeah, I know. So I like this comment. I'm going to read it out loud. Zoo's doing a great job letting Hermes talk and getting all the trouble with Matt. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I'm glad you guys noticed. He just pushes me towards the abyss. I'm gonna let him start. Next ones, I'm gonna let just ask the question and then let Zeus answer, and I'll keep quiet. I'm just gonna go up to the chat because I saw some questions popping up. We ran out of questions on the VC question channel, but there was a couple of questions that I would like to address. So first question that's there is there a plan to burn a percentage of the amount of the winnings from the casino, like every month 5% of the wins? No, but it doesn't mean we can't implement some sort of burning system with something else. Okay, there is no plans at the moment. Just to be clear, there is no plans to burn the percentage of the winnings, but there is discussion on possibilities of how we can make the token even more rare and more precious. Because, as we mentioned several times, it's not just a game; it's also making sure that your investment goes up in some way, and we try our best to achieve that. Feel free to interrupt me if you see anything. I'm loving some of the gifts because we are so gonna get flagged by YouTube because of you guys. I think I'm gonna have to censor some of the things I'm seeing. question: won't it be drawn? This is because of that reference to will the game be launched if the market's done, and we mentioned the marketing would be a change. Won't we be drawn in a marketing of other projects if the market is taking off? Seems like a double-edged sword. Yes, but also depends on how we do it. Yes, so but even during the pre-sale, there were other project launching, the market was going up as well, and yet we still managed to reach our goal, which many other projects did not achieve at the time. Oh, we have someone that wants to speak. Monsieur Alain. I know he's Brazilian, but I enjoy reading his name like he's French. You are invited to the stage.
Hello,
Yes.
guys. Can you listen? Can you listen?
We can listen you loud and clear.
Okay, that's just great. Friends, firstly, thanks for the NFT. Just fantastic. I'm in love with it ever since. And my question today is whether we're going to see or not the work in press. The work in progress with the animations, because we have seen all of the devs, and about the work in progress. I know that there was a question on X if people would prefer a surprise. But since I'm not sure what the surprise will be, I would rather see some animations, right? And I don't know, have you guys figured this out? If you're gonna, hype the community for people to see, maybe on X, maybe posting some attack animations on the Discord or Telegram or on X, I don't know. And any news about the website, if the plan is still maybe to launch website together alongside with V2, or could it be two separate things? Just the two questions.
Yeah, so I'll start from the end because it's the easiest one. So the plan is still to launch the website, if not together, closer to the launch of V2. So a bit before the launch of V2. I actually saw some discussion today about some content of the website that needed to be updated graphically, because there was a little bit that was a bit up in the air in terms of discussion. Whether if it was more of a personal taste between the people that are discussing it or not, that's another thing. In terms of the sneak peeks, there are plans to do sneak peeks. The question in relation to whether if you guys would like surprise or would like to see all the animations was literally that, was whether if you would like for us to keep posting the animations like we were and get some feedback from you guys as well, or if you would like us to keep some of the animations in the background and you will only see it during launch. We still have plans to still show you guys stuff, independently of what got answered there. It might not just be everything precisely, not to spoil the entire game of what's going on. There was a plan to show a little bit of the engine running today, but in the meantime, we kind of looked at it and went, there's a bit of a weird look at it today, especially because of what's going on with the game. It was kind of affecting the servers as well. So we decided to skip it for now, and then we'll probably show you next week instead.
Okay, thank you. So very, very glad to hear that. Just that, friends, and thank you again for the NFT. Just fantastic. And thank you for the answers, okay? Hope you all have a good day, good night. Okay, guys, thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you, Alan. You too, good sir.
So for those that don't know, Alan actually won the meme competition that we ran last week, where we selected 5, and then at the end you guys voted. He was basically in full politician mode. He was advertising his entry everywhere: Telegram, Discord, Twitter, and apparently that worked because he won the vote from the community, and he won the NFT that he was using today as his PFP. Let me just check. Don't think we have any more questions today. There's a question about the shortening the time from 4 minutes instead of 8. The answer is still no. It's not just us being boring and saying, oh no, we want the games to last 8 minutes and you guys sit there and wait for it. No, it's blockchain. If we did it for 4 minutes, I mean, even with 8 minutes, we already had cases of people telling us, "Oh, I couldn't bet because in the meantime, the transfer didn't happen in time. I tried to bet closer to the ending." So the 4 minutes then would definitely cause too many troubles. So we're sticking with the 8 minutes for now. Okay, Zeus. Final remarks before I do a certain raffle.
No, just that I appreciate you, Hermes. You're, like I said earlier, a superhero. I think you go to sleep with an alarm set for an hour or less, and then, you probably don't even use that fully allotted time. So yeah, thank you for all you do. And then yeah, the Telegram group of knights that we have assembled, we're gonna get some stuff rolling. I've got a good amount of time for the next few days. Maybe let's even try to coordinate a time to flow some ideas over voice, if we can. It's always the best way to bounce and, get to the butter. So yeah, let's just keep rocking this from all angles. Appreciate everyone that's been, engaging, involved, and, spreading the love and energy in the community. And that's what it's all about, is just creating and becoming a community. So yeah, let's just keep rocking this.
Okay, brilliant. Well, in that case, before we finish today, we'll do the raffles as we mentioned. So the first one will be for the first prize in Zilli. These names that you see here are the 10 names that you can double check on the list that's published on the community news as well, which were the top 10 scores that got tied. By the way, there was something I actually forgot about the Zilli when I mentioned it in the beginning, is we will run a new sprint very, very soon. We're just changing a bit the layout of our own Zilli to make it a bit more appealing, and also debating some new ideas to try and avoid these situations of ties. Let's see if we can do it. If not, the ruling is the ruling that you guys decide, which is in case of a tie, we do a draw, and then we decide the prizes like that. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel and see who wins the first prize. And the reason why I'm laughing is because Bugs keeps moaning that he has no luck and he never wins anything. So today, apparently,
Boom. Well
his luck has
deserved.
changed. So he has won the first prize. So Bugs, after this, I'll make the announcement because I'm not sure if he's on the audience. I don't think I saw him there. I know he is. And just open a ticket and we'll do the usual, me asking you for the wallet, and then we send you the prize. Okay. So remove Bugs so you can't win the second prize. And now raffle for the second place. Okay, second place goes to Karsten Diet. The reason why there's the weird numbers is because this is the Discord names. Okay, so they might actually have a different username. I think there's a couple of cases here that actually do. So Carsten, same thing. I'll ping you in a second. But if you are already here, feel free to already open the ticket and send us the wallet for your prize for the second place. Okay, and now for the first place. For the third place, sorry, not first. There you go, another famous person from the community. Anare, there you go, third place. Congratulations, sir. Well, that's the first, second, and third place. For the ones that forgot, like I said, these are the 10 that were in the wheel of names. And now we shall do the 2 random prizes amongst the top 100 in the Zilli leaderboard for that sprint. So for those that haven't seen the last one, each one of you has a number they place depending on the placement you were in the leaderboard. We shall use the random generator from Google. 2 numbers will come out. I'll check those numbers in the list, and those people will win an extra prize of 300 MK. Okay, so the first number will be 84, of course, just so I can have to scroll all the way down. So 84, we got Inzimaninzi. You guys enjoy seeing me suffer trying to read these names, don't you? So, like I mentioned before, these ones will also be pinged. But if you are in the audience, congratulations, and feel free to open a ticket already to claim your prize. And for the second random, we'll have number 68. At least I don't have to scroll too much. And for number 68, we have Oddsvik. So Oddsvik, congratulations. Same thing. If you are in the audience, feel free to open a ticket. If not, shall ping you guys in a second, and you can win the prize. Well, that's it for this week. We had this last a little bit longer, especially because of the raffle. I hope that you guys had a nice evening. For Zeus, I hope he has a nice day, because me being in Europe, this is already the end of my day. Him being in the States is the beginning of his day. And for everyone else, have fun and see you around the community, whether it's in Discord or Telegram or even Twitter. Bye.
Thank you, Hermes. You rock, good sir. Chat soon, everybody.